What is going on, guys? It is Doomwake here, and we are back with some more timeless content. I want to begin this video by saying I have been having so much fun playing this format. It is a really big breath of fresh air. It's really kind of straddling the line between Modern and Legacy. You have a lot of the same powerful cards that are in Modern that you're used to, like Orcish Bowmasters, Ragavan, Omnath, things like that. But then you also have this kind of weird sort of broken card element added into, and cards that are banned and could just, completely broken into their formats, like Dark Ritual, Necropotence, Oko Thief of Crowns, Once Upon a Time, Deathred Shaman, so on and so forth. And today we are kind of showing the strengths of this card, which if you were not born prior to, the year 2000, you might not even know this card exists, but it is in our format, and it is called Necropotence. So this is a enchantment that costs triple black. Triple black, huh? Pretty convenient. And it says skip your draw step. Why would I want to do that, Doomwake? Well, whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. Okay, getting to the good point. And then pay 1 life, exile the top card of your library face down, put that card into your hand at the beginning of your next end step. So what this means is that you can basically pay 1 life to draw a card. But notably, it's not actually drawing a card, so it does circumvent one of the more popular cards in the format in Orcish Bowmasters. So, okay, we're utilizing Necropotence to draw a bunch of cards. We have Dark Ritual, which one of the most common and most powerful lines in the history of Magic is turn 1, cast Dark Ritual, make 3 black, cast Necropotence. And this deck has the ability to do that. So we're drawing cards, we're making some mana. Where do we go from there is the question. So we are a Storm deck. You'll notice we have 2 copies of Tendrils of Agony, and then we have another Storm card. Not exactly the one that you may be used to, but this is Weather the Storm. Why this card is so good is Necropotence requires you to pay a bunch of life. So you can kind of see where you have this sort of small storm turn where maybe you necro for, say, 7, 8, or 9, draw, have a handful of 7 cards. Maybe you don't find the actual kill there, but you find a Weather the Storm and you can go play any of your cheap spells or 0 mana spells, trigger, get a bunch of storm count for Weather the Storm, maybe gain 15 life, and then go again the next turn with Necropotence. So you have that kind of angle, and then you'll notice we have only 1 copy of Underworld Breach. One of the most popular decks in the format, probably the most popular deck in the format, is the Rakdos Luris Underworld Breach Storm deck that features 4 copies of Breach. Well, we only need 1 copy because we are utilizing Beseech the Mirror, which is a card that requires you, or that says 4 mana, and has Bargain, which lets you sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token as you cast the spell. You search for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle, and if it was Bargain, you can play the spell without paying its mana cost if that spell is less than 4 mana or less. So what you're doing is you're frequently beseeching. Now, you'll notice that the rest of this deck is some weird cards that you might not associate with Storm decks. We have 4 Mishra's Bauble. Okay, free spell, can help cycle in the early game. 4 Ornithopter. Wait, what's that for? And then 4 Springleaf Drum. So this kind of like weird artifact package deal looks strange, but it kind of makes sense if you think about it, because Springleaf Drum Ornithopter is a mana accelerant. So even if you don't open on Dark Ritual and you just have 2 lands, a Springleaf Drum, an Ornithopter, and a Necropotence, that's turn 2 Necropotence, and that's good enough most of the time to set you up for a turn 3 kill. And then we also are playing Shambling Ghast. What the heck? What is this card doing in here? This is a card that says when it dies, you can either make a treasure or give something -1/-1. So you can, if you have a good way to sacrifice this, you can also turn this into a pseudo ramp spell by giving you a treasure token, and that's where Deadly Dispute comes in, which is additional cost to cast the spell, sack an artifact or creature, draw 2 and make a treasure. So if you sacrifice Shambling Ghast, say, you basically break even on mana because you're spending 2 on the Dispute, you're getting a treasure off of the Dispute, and you're getting a treasure off of Shambling Ghast. So it's basically just a free draw 2, which pretty good in your Storm deck. And the other thing that we're doing with this Shambling Ghast is Phyrexian Tower. This is a really old school land that is in the Timeless format from some sort of other set. I don't know exactly what that set symbol is, but taps for a colorless, and you could tap, sack a creature to add 2 black. So if you sacrifice Shambling Ghast, it essentially adds 3 black mana. Remember that 3 black mana part that we talked about earlier? So you kind of notice how this is all sort of working together in this weird package. And then we have Orcish Bowmaster, which might look out of place in a Storm deck, but it's nice because it is a powerful card. Sometimes it can just win a game by itself. If your opponent casts a Brainstorm and you drop a Bowmaster, that might just be enough to close the game in and of itself. But what's cool about this is you get to utilize the token pretty effectively. We have Beseech the Mirror, which requires a token to bargain, or even something like Springleaf Drum or Deadly Dispute can help utilize that extra token and extra body. So that is pretty much it for the main deck. There's one copy of Ivory Tower. I think this is kind of a meme, but it's really powerful with Necropotence because it says at the beginning of your upkeep you gain X, where X is the number of cards in your hand minus 4. Necro frequently will always let you have 7 cards in hand, so this is basically kind of like an infinite engine loop, sort of, where upkeep you have 7 cards, you gain, I'm going to do some math here, number of cards in your hand minus 4, so you would gain 3 life, right? So you gain 3 life off of Tower, play a couple of spells, pay 3 off Necro, and then just gain 3 again next turn. So it basically lets you refill your hand for free every single turn. And then there's one copy of Reliquary Tower. Kind of weird in your Dark Ritual Necropotence deck. Like, this can screw you over sometimes if it's your 3rd land, but it's exceptionally powerful with Necropotence because if you can get Necro into play with a Reliquary Tower, you don't have to go to discard. See, a lot of times that what'll happen is you'll have to go to discard and maybe discard too many cards, be like one short of being able to storm kill them. But with Reliquary Tower, that solves the problem for you there. So that is pretty much it for the main deck. The mana base is pretty self-explanatory. We're playing some fetch lands to compare with our Mishra's Baubles alongside a couple of Overgrown Tombs for the weather, and then a Blood Crypt for the Underworld Breach. As far as the sideboard is concerned, most of this stuff should, kind of make sense. Inquisition. This card is mostly here to take a Veil of Summer, because you'll notice our only kill condition is Tendrils, so we really need to make sure we can get Veil of Summer out of our opponent's hand before we go for the Storm kill. Now, you could maybe circumvent that by playing a copy of Grape Shot, but Grape Shot without Breach requires you to have 20 Storm, and that's kind of difficult. Leyline of Sanctity is here to make sure that we can't get Thoughtseized or Inquisition against opponents who have that in their deck. We just board this in. Notably, Leyline is also a free permanent that you can use to bargain with. So you can have some weird lines where you go like Leyline in your opener, blank their Thoughtseize for a turn, and then turn to Dark Ritual, Beseech, sack Leyline, get Necropotence, and that's a really cool line. Haywire Might mostly here to kill Pithing Needle because that turns off Necropotence. Our own Pithing Needle's mostly here for, we're not going to want to name Necropotence because that's in our deck and that's our entire deck is based around that card, but we can name stuff like Oko, Thief of Crowns, maybe Deathrite Shaman, things like that. And then the Stone Brain mostly here for opposing combo decks, like if you bring it in against the... clicking and dragging the Stonebrain. You bring it against the other Breach decks, you can take theirs, you can bring it against Primeval Titan, and although Titan's probably too slow against you anyways, but you have it there just in case. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the deck list and sideboard. Again, I've been having an absolute blast with Timeless. Please be sure to let me know what you guys want to see, maybe for Timeless content in the future. If you have a deck in mind, would love to hear from you guys, and I will see you guys in just a little bit for round number 1. But it can sort of like be a pseudo counterspell to Necro. I'm gonna keep this. He needs a ritual, but I think I'm on the cut Ivory Tower plan, cut a Reliquary Tower for 1 real land and a 19th land. Just like 2 more swamps or whatever. Mono red. Ritual, please. What do you want from me? I don't know what to tell you. I just don't know what to tell you. Alright, how deep do we want to go against mono red? We can't go super deep, right? Like, what is the most amount of damage they can deal for 2 mana? 6? With double bolt? Is there anything I can die to besides double bolt? I don't think so, right? There's no free spells in red. So as long as I stay at 7, I should be fine. Eidolon. Um, can I realistically beat Eidolon anyways? Like, I don't play removal. I don't know that I can beat Eidolon regardless. Well, wait, Beseech is 4 mana. I don't need to cast spells with Beseech, right? Or I don't need to take damage for off Beseech. Maybe this is good. How many is this? I forgot. I lost count. This is 9, right? Nine's probably good enough. Yeah, nine's probably good enough. Yeah, I definitely don't want these Bowmasters. Okay, well, if they don't have Eidolon, they are mega dead. Uh, okay. Actually, we don't have a Dark Ritual. Hold on. Can I kill them? I don't have a Ritual. Okay, that's not Eidolon. Okay. I don't know if I have them covered. Yeah, I could just weather for a bunch, I guess, and then re-Necro. DT for Writ. What does DT for Writ accomplish? Um, Like, I think I have to DT for. They get the DT for Weather. Or, Beseech. So I can go Dispute, Sack Gast, Treasure. Yeah, this should be fine. So let's go Black here. Dispute, Sack Gas, see where we go from here. We can reassess depending on what we draw off Dispute. Okay, that doesn't help. Storm count 1. So I can just go Bauble, Thopter, Drum DT. Or, sorry, Drum Weather. And this is for 15. And then we just weather a bunch again. Okay. Yeah, this is probably good enough. This weather feels like Galvanic Relay. Yeah, Weather the Storm is just draw 15. It's pretty good. I don't mind drawing 15. We could probably go for like 12 here. Okay, that's fine. That's 1, 2, 3. I should probably see what I'm drawing first. Or see what one of them is. It doesn't give me any information. They may do another 13. I mean, I can chump block their Channeler. How many is this? Oh, I was like, this looks so weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Yeah, I know Kumano flips. 8. We can go like 9, maybe. Oh, it says right here. Okay. 13. This is 4. I go to 9. They would need triple bolts. Let's go one more. And then if we have to chump, we have to chump. I don't want to. Okay, there's the ritual. The ritual, I think itself should be good enough. I discard 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess I didn't need the tendrils, right? I could have discarded the tendrils. Yeah, why did I keep tendrils? I don't need it, right? Chat, are we back? Testing, testing, testing. Are we back? Roiling Vortex ended the whole stream. All right, refresh, refresh, refresh. I don't know what happened, but refresh, refresh. Should be back. The second time it happened tonight. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Didn't have any issues when we streamed Arena the previous day. So I'll have to look into this tonight. Yeah, Vortex too strong. How do I beat this Vortex? Nice Ornithopter, by the way. Well, you see... Is Untapped off? Yeah, it's off. It's off. I'll tell you later. Demonic Tutor Boseiju. I don't have a Boseiju. Oh, boy. Boy, 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 boy. Okay, let's start here. This is, I think, the easiest place to start. And then figure it out from here. Okay, I don't care about gaining life. That does not matter. That doesn't help me that much. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can cast Dark Ritual. Shambling Ghast is free. Shambling Ghast is free. This is Storm Count 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Storm Count 3. Storm Count 4, Storm Count 5, 6, 7. I think I'm a little bit short. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit short. I'm gonna cast Tutor. Ooh, what if I got Breach? Actually, Breach might be good enough, right? I don't know if I have time. I'm probably gonna time out here. I think Breach is good enough, though. I forgot I could just get Breach. Gotta go fast. Go, go. Go, 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 go. Fast, 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 fast. Fast, 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 fast. Submit 3. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Ritual. Gas ritual. Oh, I think I did it, chat. I think I did it. Ooh, we did it. Chat, we did it. Exaxes. Whew. That was a close one. Exaxes. I had one more spell to play. I could have taken 5 to play the Ornithopter. All right. Underworld Breach, folks. Hell of a magic card. Okay, what do we want against Mono Red? Do I even care about Leyline of Sanctity? Like, it stops their lightning bolts, but I don't know how much I really care about those. Haywire Might for Roiling Vortex is probably good. Maybe Inquisition. Yeah, Bowmaster is pretty terrible. I mean, Bowmaster does give me a token, and, like, you know, Bowmaster gives me bodies for Drum and a token for Beseech. But other than that, it's probably not that relevant. Like, they don't have any X1s. Yeah, Leyline could be a free permanent for Bargain. That could be something we want access to. I think I'm going to cut this Tower. Tower's just kind of mid. Could play a couple Bowmasters. Could also just play a couple Inquisitions. Yeah, let's just not bring in these Leylines. Are the fetches even worth it? So you need the Blood Crypt for Breach. The fetches are good because you have Bauble. So even like just being able to kind of fix your draw with Bauble, I think it is worth it. This hand is weird. I think it's not good. This is turn 2 Necro. Put back Dispute. I'm not gonna mull turn 2 Necro. Kind of sucks that I have Tomb and just not another basic. I gotta figure out what's happening with the stream, by the way. Crashed twice today. I don't know why. I'll figure it out. Everything was fine this week. Didn't have any issues. Just happened to randomly have 2 issues twice today. And I don't know why. Maybe it's my internet. Yeah, I dropped the Pioneer Challenge. We went 0-3 drop. Not a great Pioneer Challenge. Somebody suggested a Song of Creation earlier. I don't know that you really need it, though. Like, in what situations is Song of Creation better than Breach? Okay. I would like to give myself the option of chump blocking with Thopter. How deep do we go? How deep, deep, deep? I think we draw 7? Maybe 8. Song is pretty cool. I think I want to do 7. Hold full control and activate all at once. What if I misclick, though? Those are not good. Oh my, those are not good. That is the worst Necro I've ever seen. Oh, we're dead. We are dead, dead. Triple Beseech? Alright, sure. If that's the way it's gonna be. I think we're Dob anyways. Not even close. I could just take 7. Do I have a line that kills them? I don't think I have a line that kills them. I'll take it. I should have blocked this with Spear, but... Land, Besiege, Sect, Might... I do not think I have a line that kills them. Well, let's see what happens. No, I can't even come close because like if I had more Beseeches in my deck, I could do the Beseech for Beseech for Beseech for Tendrils, mini Tendrils, hope that buys me enough time. But yeah, I could have sacked Necro. But even if I sacked Necro, I still just don't have any outs. Leyline would have been great that game. Okay. So this is not great. Turn 1, Drum. Turn 2, Dispute Sack. Yeah, this is just nothing. Okay. I can work with that. I can work with this one. It's probably a turn 2 kill. Put back Beseech. Because I want to keep the Ghast with Tower. I could put back Bauble, I guess. Yeah, it's probably better to put back Bubble. And this is why you put Necropotence in your deck. Because it's really messed up. I think we're just going all in and trying to kill them on turn 2. I'm going to draw like at least 9, I think. Thanks. Can we get some nices in the chat? Any nices? Any nices? Discard 5 cards, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. This hand kind of sucks. Low-key, it kind of sucks, huh? Okay. Yeah, it's not great. It's not a great hand. I've definitely had better hands after drawing 9 cards. Tormod's Crypt. So now we can't go for Breach. Kind of didn't want to go for Breach anyways. Okay, so let's think about this. We may just have to go for... We may have to go for a Weather the Storm line. I don't think I can kill them this turn. So we can go Shambling Ghast. I think I know my plan. When Lantern Control, never. What if I told you never? Their hand's not very good. Weather gain 9. Probably just gonna pay like 10 this time. Weather is kind of nice with Necro, huh? Wouldn't Gas Drum over Inquisition be 3 more life? Yeah, but I'm kind of worried that they have Vortex. So I kind of wanted to take their Vortex. Because I have Beseech, you know? And honestly, their hand sucks. So I think just trying to keep them off Vortex. I mean, I didn't know their hand sucked at the time, but I think keeping them off Vortex is pretty good. Or at least trying to, you know? Okay, there's the Breach, but Breach is no good against Crypts. Okay, Ritual. We should have enough to kill them next turn. Okay, 5 cards. 1... 2... 3... 4... Should be good enough, right? Yeah, this should be good enough. Yeah, Necro does take forever. It's kind of one of the downsides to playing it. Oh no, not 2 Soul Scars. No, anything but 2 Soul Scars. All right, chat, we did it. We did it, folks. We have successfully defeated our opponent in the Arena of Ideas. Cancel. Get this first. Said was true. This is enough, right? I guess even if it's not enough Storm, I can just go Beseech 4 times, get DT, DT for Tendrils to get extra Storm that way. I think it might be 1 Storm short, though. Right? Gas, Thopter, Bauble, Ritual, Ritual's 5, 6. Oh no, 3 Tutors, then the Tendrils. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's exactly enough. But I could have gotten 1 more for Beseech for DT. Why do they have a crypt? Because they died to Underworld Breach in the first game. Oh, I only have 1. Oh, wait, is that a problem? Is that a problem? Okay, resolves. What's the storm count at? 7, 8. No, it's exactly enough, right? Yeah. 8. Yeah, it's exactly enough. Calculated, folks. Calculated. Just how we drew it up. I almost was 1 short because I had 1 less Beseech in my deck than I thought I did because I forgot I discarded 1. But Exexies. Easy work. Let the rain wash over you. Think they're mad. Hiding from the blinding light. Diamond 2. All right, pay out the Gambo. It's also really good content if I open Swamp, Reliquary Tower, and Necropotence. Good deck. You see, chat, the problem with this deck is that it's just a little too good. God, this hand is weird. It's a keep. I think we put back Tendrils. And then we can go Swamp, Drum. Probably just cycle the Baubles. And this can find us Beseech. I don't think I want the Tendrils in my hand. Could have also put back second Bauble, but I kind of just want to cycle both of these. Opponent's got a Gigantha. Take a peek at which Gigantha deck they're playing. Probably Zoo would be my guess. Yeah, definitely Zoo. Drum first. Go. Yeah, the old Scrybug. Gets him every time. Gets him every time. I love getting Scrybugged. I mean, it's a feature at this point, right? It's not actually a bug. Alright, I cycle. I could have bobbled myself to know the Tendrils was on top and knew that I was going to draw it again. Okay, this bobble's irrelevant because they're going to fetch. Okay. This is not terrible. I should play the Ornithopter first in case they have Stub. Now I can pay for Stub. Okay, okay. Go. I have 3 mana. Also, Storm Count 3, by the way. Oh, also, I kind of understand now why the drums are good, like drums and ornithopters, because what ends up happening is when you set up a beseech chain, you can actually, like, if you have 4 artifacts in play, you can go beseech second artifact, get another beseech, and then chain through them and have the last beseech get tendrils. 18 lands, which I think is pretty good. 18 lands with 4 drums, 4 gas, 3 deadly dispute. I think that's a fine number. Yeah, Ornithopter and Drum being mana neutral is very important, I agree. Is that a one of Ivory Tower, or are you just happy to see me? It is, in fact, a one of Ivory Tower. I don't know if it's any good, but. Eh. Bowmaster not great in this matchup. I mean, I'm probably going to DT for Necro. Yeah, I'm just going to DT for Necro. And hope to draw a land next turn. Although, if they have Stub, they can just play. Yeah, see, the issue is if they have Stub, they just get to go Brawler, hold up Stub. But, like, is there anything better I can get? I can get a Beseech, but it still doesn't really do that much. I'm just going to get Necro. I got to play through the Stub at some point. I definitely have it. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Hmm. Now I draw the land. Alright, well, just get it out of your hand, I guess. I guess I'll break the fetch. No, I'm not chump blocking. Okay, your turn. Proceed. Let's go Steelers. Did Mason Rudolph throw a passing touchdown? He did, right? I took the under on zero point 0.5 passing touchdowns for Mason. Turns out the under did not go so well with that one. Damn it. My 9 leg parlay was a $10 bet to win 3K, and I just lost it on the very first the very first game. Tribal Flames. That's not great. It's okay. I'll do another parlay tomorrow. I gotta find better parlays, I guess. I don't even know what we can draw at this point. It's a good start. So black, dispute, Sackgast. Sure. Hope they don't have second stub. Ooh. Okay. So now I have 4 mana. One, two, dispute, sack this. Or I guess maybe sack this. Have 3 mana. I could try to draw into Ritual. This Necro is basically dead because I'm at 8. I dispute into Ritual, that's Storm Count 2. Ritual Tendrils, that's 4. Yeah, let's dispute here. Sack the second drum. Maybe keeping drum was better because we have the Bowmaster for another creature. Can I survive? Probably not. But I'm 1 mana short of going for Beseech this turn. If I can survive, I can chain Beseeches. Beseech for Beseech for Beseech for Beseech. Maybe that's good enough. I feel like it's probably not, though. They have to have literally nothing. They could just have nothing. Turns out they have not. They do not have nothing. They in fact have something. All right, we're dead. We're dead. Do I want any of these cards? Maybe Inquisition. Good Haywire Might for binding, and or Rest in Peace. Most of the zoo decks don't have Rest in Peace. I'm cutting these Bowmasters, though. Bowmaster's terrible against them. Maybe the Tower is worse. Tower's kind of a meme. I'll keep in two. Like, Bowmaster doesn't do a lot against them, but what it does do is just make bodies that you can sack to Dispute or tap to Springleaf Drum. So, even though it, like, the card itself doesn't have that much impact, it's just good in the deck, you know? Needle does work on Shaman because it's not considered a mana ability, but it's not clear how much I actually care that much about Shaman because when I go for Breach, it's usually when I have a stocked graveyard. So if they're only eating one thing with Shaman, it's most of the time it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Um, it's not quite turn one Necro. Is it turn two Necro? No. It's turn one Drum, turn two Shambling Gas Dispute, turn three DT Ritual Necro. I mean, I'm gonna keep this. Definitely gonna keep this. All right, in the queue, Bolt. In the queue. What you got for me today? You hit leg one. Nice J shoes. I had a 9 leg and I lost in the first leg because Mason Rudolph threw a passing touchdown. I'm gonna cycle the bauble now, I think, or after they fetch. Also, I think if they go to fetch here, I might respond in dispute. Yeah. The reason I'm doing this in response to them fetching is I don't want them to stub me. Really want to resolve this dispute. Then I'm going to bobble them now. Second overall pick for the Giants to get Mayor Williams. Nice. You're a Giants fan? I didn't even know the Giants fan still existed. 34 leg parlay that would have cashed me a milli. I mean, that sounds about right. I think 9 is the max you can do on DraftKings, but I wanted to do more than 9. I don't know if they let you do more than 9. Okay. That's a thing. Take a peek over there. What you working with? Now we can go Tutor for Necro, Ritual Necro if they only have one stub. So we don't want to see two stubs here. Anything but 2 stubs, please. Okay, take your stub. Ugh, double bolt, though. Bro, they have the monkey? How do I beat the monkey? I mean, we didn't come here to not cast Demonic Tutor, so I'm going to do that. So I have to be a little bit careful of double bolt plus death rate. It's like the only thing I have to worry about. So how deep can I go if that's the case? Okay, I'm at 19. They go end step bolt, untap bolt, death rate. That's 8. So theoretically, as long as I stay at 9, which means I can go for 10. I could actually keep this bauble in play too for Beseech, but I do have 2 things to sack to Beseech. No, let's just pop the bauble. I think the extra card is more important than keeping the artifact in play. It's not too much of a concern. Draw 7. Dodge second bolt. Well, we know their top card, right? So now we have perfect information. So the most they can deal is 3, 6, 9. So as long as I stay at 10, I don't think I can die. How is this song? This is Bolt Song Request. Did I math right? End of turn 3, untap 3, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, so I'd stay at 10. I'm just going to go deep as possible. I'm going to assume that I have to kill them next turn. The Bowmasters does make this dispute kind of awkward. Yep. Okay. Discard 4 cards. Necro, fetch, and Deadly Dispute, because the dispute I can't cast Dispute when they have the Bowmasters. Yeah, I can't cast the Deadly Dispute into the Bowmasters we know about, so I might as well just discard that. We get a card off this too. Okay, we should have lethal. And we know their hands, so we should have lethal. It should be easy lethal. They also don't even have enough mana to go Bolt, Bowmaster, and Deathrite, so we could have even gone 1 deeper. I mean, this is fine. Doesn't really matter. Cast Ornithopter. Cast Drum. Do I have enough to play the Bowmasters? So 1, 2, Bowmaster. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I can Ritual. I can even play the Drum too. And then I could just Beseech Chain. Target you. Ritual, tap this. 3, 4, the drum is free. Bargain, auto pay. Sack a drum. Doom, doom, doom. This song is kind of a bop. It doesn't matter. I can just sack everything. I can just go quad Beseech here. The fact that you can the fact that you can chain these like this is so sick. Okay, I'm liking these drums and ornithopters more because of the fact that it just lets you chain beseeches. It's kind of sick. That is kind of nice. Boop boop boop. All right, you're dead. I like this deck. Like it looks kind of weird when you look at it on paper. It doesn't seem like it makes a lot of sense to play Deadly Dispute and Shambling Ghast and cards like that, but when you realize that you're a Beseech the Mirror deck, it does make a lot of sense, you know. Is there a Storm Tracker? Tendrils, if you saw the tendrils, there's like a little number in the top right that shows the Storm Tracker, yeah. But you can only see it on the tendrils, on the Storm cards. So like if you don't have a tendrils in hand or you can't look for a tendrils in your deck, you kind of have to keep track of it until you can find the tendrils. Isn't the pirate better than Ghast? Well, assuming that you always make a treasure, yes, but there probably are situations that you want to give something -1/-1. So it does give you the option, you know. But if you're making a treasure, so, upwards of 90% of the time, then maybe you should just be playing the freebooter. This hand's good if we draw Necro, but otherwise doesn't do anything. I feel like a lot of our hands are good if we draw Necro. Well, this is turn 2 Ritual Beseech Sack Drum, so I guess I'm going to keep this. It's not great if they have Stub, but maybe we can find a discard spell. Or just draw the Necro. Okay, not quite. Maybe they'll stub this for no reason. Or they could also just tap out for a 2-drop. That could be a thing that happens. You want to see them stub this? It looks like they're doing that. It's kind of a surprising stub. Maybe they figure they're going to tap out next turn and they just want to use their mana now. So I guess it kind of makes sense, right? If they know they're going to tap out. Because now we can't really... I mean, we can tutor for Necro, but we can't put it into play. Unless we draw an Ornithopter or a Bauble. Do I think this version of Storm is better than the Breach version? So I think this version is more explosive, but it's less. It's not as good if other people are interacting with you. Like the really nice thing about the Breach Luris version is you can play a long game with just like Breach, Luris, those kind of cards. But this version can't play as much of a long game because you don't have access to Luris. But you do get the trade off is you get Ritual Necro, and Ritual Necro is really messed up. So that's kind of that's the trade off there. So it sort of depends on where you think the metagame is. If you'd rather be more like if you'd rather have a deck that is able to function if your opponent's, stopping your combo, which I think the Luris deck is better at doing. Bowmasters does give us a token for Beseech, so that's not nothing. Okay, not holding up Stub. I like that. Okay, 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 okay. And you know what's really nice about this Bowmaster too is we can chump block the Kavu with the 1/1. So it's kind of perfect. Well, now we can just cast Necro. So I'll do that. Save the token for next turn. Question is, how deep do we want to go? At 18, what's the likelihood they can kill both creatures? Not super likely. They missed a land drop. They have 2 spells in hand. Kind of want to pay like 10. 9 or 10. Betting they have Binding. Well, Binding on Necro doesn't do anything. Like, we've already gotten our value out of it, so we could care less if they Binding this Necro. I think I'm going to go to 9. 9 doesn't beat double Tribal Flames, but it beats Flames Bolt. So I think 9 is good. Yeah, it does beat. No, it doesn't beat Flames Bolt, I guess, because they have the Shamans. So I guess this still doesn't beat Flames Bolt. Discard 5. 1, 2, 3. Do we need this Inquisition? I guess it's probably good to take a stub, right? Four. Do we need weather? No, I don't think we need weather. We shouldn't need weather. This should be good enough. Unless we get burned out. We die to, like... They have to have land, Flames, Bolt. Because then they go Flames, Bolt. We go to 1. Then they go black mana, eat with the other death, right? So land, Flames, Bolt kills us. Or, I guess, double Flames, because there is 2 lands in the graveyard. But they would need... Well, actually, double Flames by itself is not good enough, because they only have 4 types right now. So they would need Black Source plus double Flames. I was thinking Binding the Blocker. Yeah, that's a good point. Also, worth noting, if they attack and let me block, I'm blocking with the Bowmasters and not the token, because the token's more important since I can sack that to Beseech. And I can't sack the actual Bowmasters to it. So I'd rather have the token in play. Okay, there's the Black Source. So double Flames kills us, or Bolt Flames. Okay, there's Binding. Binding, kill Bowmaster, sure. I'm with ya. What is your last card? Is there any one single card that we die to? I don't think so. Like, Flames no longer kills us. I think we're kind of chilling. Red mana. Sure. Still does not do it. They can put me to 2. They sure can put me to 2. But 2, as the kids say, is not 0. Yeah. And they have no cards, so I don't even have the casting position. Okay, so here's my Ornithopter. Phyrexian Tower, Shambling Ghast. We're going to sacrifice the Ghast for manas to get a treasure to sack to Beseech. Treasure token. Ritual. Ritual. So storm count is what? 4? Ghast, Ritual, Ritual Thopter. I mean, this is just easy mode, right? Yeah, this is easy mode. Sack Necro. Yeah, Surprise TBR could have been fun if they had that card in their deck. Pepe hands, believers, or doubters rather. Believers rejoice. This deck is much better than I gave it credit for. I will say that. Sack the Thopter. It doesn't matter, but I'll sack the Thopter just in case. I kept the tendrils in my deck. I did keep the tendrils in my deck, I promise you. It's a Legacy Storm deck. It does feel, I think this version feels much closer to Legacy than the Rakdos version because of Necropotence. That card is unbelievably broken. And that's Breach. So, as I talked about kind of in the intro, when I first started playing this deck, I was really not 100% sure how good these Ornithopters and these Shambling Ghast were going to be. They seemed kind of mopey and underpowered relative to what's the rest of the formats going on. But the more that I play games with this deck, they do kind of make sense. It's all this weird, neat little package, and you have the Phyrexian Towers and the Deadly Disputes that utilize the Shambling Ghast and the Ornithopters, and then just having more stuff to sack to beseech. Like, I was very, very impressed with how often I was just going for beseech, 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 and just basically cast 4 beseeches. But if you're taking that line, you need 4 things to be able to bargain and play. So that's also where the extra random artifacts come in, like drums and thopters and such. And, Bauble being able to help you fix a draw if you have a fetch land, that can help you find that powerful Necropotence or something along those lines. As far as cards that I wasn't necessarily impressed with, this Ivory Tower didn't really come up for me. We just really didn't draw it that much, so not sure if this is necessary. I'd have to actually cast it to see how good it is. It's hard to say just by looking at it. And then the Weathered Storms, I mean, I could take or leave them. There was a couple of spots where they helped. When you, like I said, when you brick off of Necro, when you draw a bunch of cards and can't kill that turn, it's really important to be able to Weather the Storm to buy that 1 extra turn and let you keep going with Necropotence. I don't know if the second Tendrils is necessary, but what is nice about it is if you just naturally draw a couple of rituals and a couple of random 0-mana artifacts, you can just kind of do this value Tendrils, very similar to Weather the Storm, where you Tendrils for, say, 5 or 6, gain a bunch of life, and then that can buy you more time or more life with the Necropotence. So that's something to think about as well. I was a pretty big fan of Deadly Dispute. I could see the 4th copy, but I understand why there's only 3, because drawing 2 can be awkward sometimes. I sure wish we could play a second Demonic Tutor, but unfortunately we can only play 1. I don't think you need a second Breach. The 1 felt pretty good. It didn't come up super often, but having access to it with Beseech the Mirror does make a lot of sense. And as far as the sideboard is concerned, I mean, not a ton came up. We didn't, play. We only got 2 matches in, but I think, like I said, all these sideboard cards make sense. So I think this is a pretty interesting take on the Storm deck in Timeless. Again, please be sure to let me know what you guys thought of the video. Have you been enjoying all of this Timeless content? And what would you like to see next? And in that case, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.